Good day, ladies and gentlemen. We have a very important update for you guys. Ethereum is breaking out bullishly, making a new all-time highs, although it's in a very precarious state as well. Bitcoin is having a bit of a correction right now. It's in a very precarious state. Also, the market as a whole is in a very precarious state. There's a lot of precariousness going on. So in order to
What
understand...
the hell? How many times are you going to say that, man?
We
My
brought on
goodness.
Messin to help alleviate some of this precariousness.
Wow. So really apologize for the intern we got here, guys, today. A bunch I don't know what's going on, to be honest with you. But anyways, so yes, Ethereum has been making those moves upwards. And right now, I think whatever's going to happen with Bitcoin is testing the, I think there could be some sort of a break downwards, obviously after this pump we're having here with the Ethereum. So yeah, we're just going to discuss those levels and see how Bitcoin's action is going to reflect on Ethereum and the precariousness Buddy over here is talking about.
Right, 100%. And look, there is a lot of precariousness because if we zoom into Ethereum here, we can see that we can kind of draw a trend line from these wicks here to this one, just extend a trend line. So we're kind of in this ascending channel. We're breaking up bullishly, but not super confidently. We're seeing these candles are not very confident. In fact, these candles are looking very neutral. If this candle closes the way it does right now in about an hour and a half, this could potentially signal a reversal point. Especially if we take a look at Bitcoin, because, you know, like you were saying, man, we're getting rejected off these regions here at kind of 55,000, and we're testing support here at 53,300. And if that doesn't hold, Bitcoin's probably going for a bit of a leg down here.
Definitely. I think just to kind of summarize it overall, right now, the whole crypto market, if I'm looking at, my watch list over here, there's a bunch of stuff going on. I'm not sure if you have it on your end here, but yeah, not much. But overall, we're seeing that the whole crypto market right now is ranging. All these other altcoins are ranging somewhere between the, 0% all the way to the 4%. Binance is at 3.5%, XRP is at 2.9%, and everything else is kind of red except for Matic right now is at 7%, and a bunch of other stuff. So the whole crypto market is not like really as explosive at the moment, and I think that's mainly because everyone's trying to check, is Bitcoin going to hold this level or no? Because I think as soon as Bitcoin starts to go below this level over here, it's going to catalyze a lot of this movement with the altcoins. So I think there will be some sort of reaction downwards, and we're seeing the fact that the range for the day right now, we're somewhere close to the neutral also on all these movements with other altcoins. It's telling us that everyone is watching.
Hold on. So you're telling me that the altcoins are precarious right now?
Anyways, guys, so that's I think what's going on. That's what's going on right now. And if Bitcoin does not hold this and continue to goes down, I think we're already seeing the fact that the whole altcoin market is being affected. So now if we go back to Ethereum here, which I'm not really sure where you have it,
it's just on the other tab right here.
It's on the other tab.
If you just click on the tab here.
Well, yeah, sorry for that, folks.
It's his first day.
It is as an intern. So daily chart looks like, even if we're trying to look at the indicators over here, daily chart looks like it's not really that bad. The RSI is heading, we were still in the overbought region. Stochastic still has some room to go upwards, and the MACD is not really showing any signs of that. Hey, we're reversing sometime soon. So I don't really think that the daily's telling much yet, but it's just showing you here that how long do we have for this day? 7 hours. It's still somewhere really closely ranged. But if we go down to the 12-hour and the 10-hour, I think those are the most important time frames we need to keep an eye out on. Stochastic all the way to the top, our size on the overbought region, MACD starting to kind of tick down a bit, and you'll see very clearly on the 10-hour. Straight down on the MACD, really top off. Same thing with the stochastic, and the RSI is kind of having trouble breaking above. So that's what I think is happening. That's mainly what we should be taking care of in terms of I don't even know what to say next.
In terms of our indicators.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, but no, look, I am noting something of concern here, because I think we can clearly draw a trend line here on our RSI that we may potentially find a rejection off of. So if we continue to trend upwards and get rejected off these regions, we're probably going to go for a bit of a more substantial leg down here as well. I like drawing these trend lines on the RSI because I think yeah, they're very good. I don't know about you, man, but like I find them very helpful for kind of calling bullish and bearish divergence here. So I think we're kind of here on the daily going to range within this pocket, within this apex, and whatever way we break out of this apex, I think will be very telling for understanding whether we remain above this trend line or go for that leg down and maybe retest the lower extremities of this channel we got going here. So yeah, no, that's what's going on with our indicators here. Now, there's a few things to mention here. I wanted to bring up the Ethereum Bitcoin pairing because Ethereum is actually looking extremely strong. If we see here on Ethereum versus Bitcoin, which is very good for understanding hidden bullish and bearish divergence, we're breaking out bullishly. We keep making new higher highs nearly on a daily basis here. So that's showing that there's definitely strength there's definitely strength with Ethereum, and it's currently outperforming Bitcoin as well. Bitcoin dominance is a very, very big deal. For the first time, a daily candle is below 50% in Bitcoin dominance, calculated by TradingView. In my opinion, this marks quite a substantial shift in the state of the altcoin market. It tells me that altcoins are really strong currently. So yeah, that's kind of my 2 cents with Bitcoin dominance. I don't know if you had anything.
Yeah, no, and one more thing I would say to add, maybe something like another point of view when it comes to this whole Bitcoin dominance. And I know, off camera here, we really go back and forth on this, but something to keep in mind, which is, the idea of Bitcoin's dominance kind of going up below the 50%. It is it's a very, very important factor, and it is showing us a shift that's going to. I'm not sure how it's going to play out, but just to me, the fact that it's Bitcoin since January, basically, so the beginning of the year here, it's been really falling down. So we just had a drop ever since Bitcoin was moving higher highs. Bitcoin has been falling down in terms of dominance, in terms of market cap. So the whole 50% drop in terms of market cap has been going to the altcoin market already, and we saw a bunch of things blow up, right? And I can't even name how many things actually started to move upwards. So it could also mean the fact that we could be potentially looking for some sort of reversal. Now, I'm not sure if I'm really not. I wouldn't say I'm confident enough to state what this could actually mean right now, but maybe just another way of viewing this, just for people to actually do their own research on it, obviously. But it could mean that, hey, look, Bitcoin's dominance has been really down. We saw that retracement happen, that upward movement from all the altcoins. So sometime soon here, Bitcoin could start to regain that dominance again, or maybe find that support again. So we're already at 49, which is crazy, man. So
That's crazy.
something to keep in mind. But one thing I just want to mention with Ethereum in general and Ethereum's volume, something to keep in mind here. If I just maybe lower this a bit. And with the average volume we're seeing here, you'll see that the past 5 days for Ethereum, we had a nice explosive movements yesterday in terms of volume, but the volume has been kind of steadily decreasing. Right, so it's nothing crazy going on except for yesterday when we had that massive movement, and it was coupled, obviously, we dropped a bit and then we see wicks to the bottom, so buyers were in, but more than average volume. However, today we still have 7 hours and a half for the day to end, and the volume is almost close to half, and we're reaching some sort of resistance. So I would not be surprised if Ethereum actually tries to retrace back down in the short term, healthy retracement, get the sellers out of the way, then continue to actually start blowing up. Because I'm sorry, I'm talking too much here, but if we think about volume looking this way, right, we have an explosive action with the volume over here. We start the downtrend. It gets very quiet after sellers are out or buyers are out, depending. Then we'll have another major movement going upwards. So right now it's a bit quiet, but Ethereum Ethereum just moves slow and steadily, and sometimes it's too much of a range bound that movement, basically.
Right. Yeah. And look, listen, like we're impulsing, we're like near resistance, we're seeing low volume. Bitcoin, is very precarious. We could definitely see a pullback. See, like I'm really actually not liking this price action. I actually agree with you. Like if we get these candles closing the way they look right now, that's not a good sign. I mean, even looking at the 6 hour here for Ethereum, the MACD histogram going down, weighted MACD down, stochastic RSI down, RSI approaching these overbought territories. So I am, concerned about Ethereum. And I think one key factor that we need to, or we could follow to try and understand if and when Ethereum starts to perhaps break down is, again, that Ethereum Bitcoin pairing. If we start to consolidate here, go for a leg down, that's going to be our cue that the short-term pumpage for Ethereum has perhaps stopped. I think at the very least, probably retesting this 21 EMA on the 6 hour is probably well warranted around $2,600. $2,600 was previously a price reactive level where we got rejected off of. We fell back down, tried to break below it and held it, and we couldn't. So I think kind of $26 is now that inflection point. So I think minimum short term, if we can't hold here, $2,600 in this 21 EMA on the 6 hour is probably our next short-term price target. I don't know if you agree with that.
No, I do agree with that. So in summary, guys, I know we threw a bunch of things at you right now. In summary, we do have the indicators saying that Ethereum is bound to go down again, somewhere to those levels. Brendan just mentioned somewhere close to 2,600, because I don't really think we quite fully retested it yet or proved that, hey, this is the new Ethereum price. So I don't think we did that yet. I think we are bound to come down again to retest these regions over here on the short term. But as soon as that's done, or retest is done, we start seeing some nice movement to the upside again. This depends fully on what Bitcoin is doing. The whole market is actually looking at Bitcoin right now, and you just need to keep that in mind. Basically, there's something to definitely keep in mind. If Bitcoin does not hold these levels right now and continues to move downwards, then it's something that we got to be really careful of. So after watching this video, it doesn't mean that Ethereum's going to go down or up, based on whatever we said, but this is what we're forecasting at the moment, and what we think Ethereum should move to next. So keep that in mind. Bitcoin's movement dominates the whole market, and you're seeing already that being reflected on all these other altcoins, including Ethereum's slow movement. So that's pretty much it for me.
So folks, look, in terms of main takeaways for myself, I think eventually here, if we can't hold 55K, if we continue to find rejection, probably retesting the 50K region makes some sense for Bitcoin. And I think eventually, whether we have a pullback now or hold it as support, I think eventually it makes some sense for kind of midterm price targets for Ethereum to reach about 3,200 to about 3,250, because that's where our next fib level is. So that's pretty much it for me. I'd also like to mention, folks, we've started not a YouTube channel, a channel on Odyssey. Odyssey is a crypto platform, much like YouTube, essentially a competitor to YouTube. So check out Odyssey. We started an account with them. Give us a follow. We'll leave a link down in the description below. We'll leave a link down to all our links is down in the description below if you guys want to support us. Thank you so much for watching, folks. Until next time, take care.